Hey, what's up? Jay back again with another review. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always 30th anniversary review. Um, Honestly, as a growing up, child of the '90s, you know, I grew up on Power Rangers. I sat through like the first 13 seasons of Power Rangers before I kind of like grew out of it and moved on to other things. But like some of the later seasons, I would later rewatch, and that I missed after I stopped watching initially. And some were good, the others not so much. I did love the 2017 reboot film, which was disappointing that that it didn't get a sequel because it was actually really good. But I've seen all of the different anniversaries over the years, like the 20th, like the 10th anniversary, the 20th, and this one. And honestly, I just being perfectly honest, I didn't really care for this. I'm sorry. Um, like it was like don't get me wrong, like it was good seeing Davy Yost and Walter Jones back as Billy and Zach. From the original OG team. It was because those were the two I would never, never expected to ever return to the franchise. But it was like I said, it was really good seeing the two of them back in action. Back suited up because they were the two main characters of this special, which was only an hour long special. So pretty much the premise is, the original team, the original six. Um, they fought a resurrected like robotic version of Rita Repulsa, which she looked at ridiculous. And in the battle, which takes place in present day, she ends up killing Trini, the Yellow Ranger, which the actress Hoy Train died and passed away in real life back in 2001 in a car crash. So I kind of like how they incorporated her real life death into her character. So the team is devastated. She had a daughter. She has a daughter named Ming who was super annoying. Like I'm sorry, but her daughter was super annoying. Um, so they fast forward a year later. The 1 year anniversary of her death, and Zach and Billy are pretty much playing like the uncle roles for Mang. Um, so they're on their way. Billy, Zach, and the daughter are on their way to the cemetery to visit her grave. And on their way there, Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy are under attack. Well, fighting in Morph, under attack by Rita's minions, and they get captured and turned into action figures and whatnot. And so Billy and Zach unmorph and retreat back to the command center, and pretty much Rita is using the life force from the Rangers that she captured to like open a portal to the past to her younger self, so she can go back in time and give her younger self a heads up on how to fully kill the Rangers before Zordon gives them their powers. You know, I know, and I mean it makes sense. It's Power Rangers. You know, but so they recruit past Rangers, other former Rangers. I'm sorry, Rocky and Catherine, which I actually forgot that in the Power Rangers universe, her and Tommy are married and have a kid, which I completely forgot about that. So like when she said it, it didn't dawn on me at first. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, they are married in this continuity, and they do have a kid together. So just for the the Ranger fans who didn't know that, or so they recruit the two of them as red and pink, the red and pink Ranger, and of course it's just four Rangers. They don't have a Yellow Ranger, of course. So Trini's daughter wants to take up her mom's mantle as the Yellow Ranger. Blah blah blah, and she has a pep talk with Zach about the importance of being a Ranger. It's not all fun and games. We don't always have happy endings. You know, stuff like that. So while that's going on, we go back to Rita, and she's captured other Rangers from other Ranger teams, adding to her fuel for her machine to power her machine and whatnot. So the Rangers, Trini's daughter officially becomes the Yellow Ranger after nearly sacrificing herself to save Billy from an attack by Rita, and she officially becomes the new Yellow Ranger. So you got the five main Rangers, and they had a final battle with Rita, and they defeat her and free the other Rangers and whatnot. So then happy go end the story. We do get both Adam and Aisha back in this, but they're neither one of them aren't Rangers in this special. They're pretty much like they have like extended cameo appearances. Pretty much like they're off world, just communicating with the Rangers on Earth. Pretty much. So I mean, it was good seeing Johnny Young Bosch and Karen Ashley come back, but I kind of wanted to see them morph and suit up, but it is what it is. And then of course at the end, they do, they do an emotional, heartfelt tribute to both Hoy Trang and of course Jason David Frank, who passed away November of last year. So that kind of made me tear up a little bit. That kind of hit me. It was like damn. You're like damn. You so caught up in nostalgia and you forget. You kind of forget like damn. They both gone. Two out of the original six Rangers are gone. Then they do the typical once a Ranger, always a Ranger with both of their pictures. It was very heartfelt, very emotional. Rest in peace to both of them. But yeah, man. Like I said, the only positives I give this special. Like I said, it was good seeing Walter Jones and Davey Yost and Johnny Young Bosch. It was good seeing them back. And I like how Billy and Zach were like the two main focal points, the two main characters of this special. I didn't really care that much for Rocky and Kat in this, like, cause we've seen them come back in other crossovers, in previous seasons. So it wasn't really no shocker that the two of them were in this. But I know originally behind the scenes they did reach out to Austin St. John, who played Jason, the original Red Ranger, and my favorite Red Ranger, Amy Jo Johnson, and of course Mr. Jason David Frank before he passed, which all three of them did originally turn down come back for this anniversary, 30th anniversary. So which is so that explains why the three of them weren't physically in this event, but but I like how they kept them morphed the entire time, like to explain, like, oh, okay, well, we know the actors aren't physically there, so they gonna have just stunt doubles in the suits, which was a smart way to do it. But like I said, I didn't really care for this. I, just being honest, I just wish they let this franchise end, on a high note. Just let it end, man. It's been 30 years. That's enough. Um, like I said, most people would disagree with me, and that's fine. But that's just my honest opinion. I've had my fill with Power Rangers. Um, but yeah, I don't want any more of this. I'm over this franchise in the nicest way possible. But but yeah, man. But if you liked it, cool. More power to you. Me on the other, it did nothing for me other than the nostalgia and the heartfelt tribute. Those are like the only two positives I give it. But until next time, I got more videos coming within the following week. So, until then, peace.